This scientist proved that Earth moves around the sun, and nearly paid with his life. For centuries, people believed Earth was the center of the universe. To question that belief was dangerous. It could cost you your freedom, even your life. But one man dared to look at the sky and trust what he saw. This is the story of Galileo Galilei, the man who challenged the universe. For thousands of years, humans believed Earth stood still at the center of everything. The sun moved around Earth. The stars moved around Earth. The planets moved around Earth. This belief was supported by powerful institutions and accepted as absolute truth. Questioning it wasn't just controversial, it was dangerous. Because if Earth wasn't the center, then humanity wasn't the center either. In the early 1600s, Galileo improved the telescope. Instead of using it for navigation like others, he pointed it toward the sky. What he saw shocked him. He discovered mountains and craters on the moon, meaning the heavens were not perfect and smooth. He discovered 4 moons orbiting Jupiter. If moons could orbit Jupiter, then not everything orbited Earth. He observed the phases of Venus, proving Venus orbited the sun. Piece by piece, the old belief began to collapse. Galileo supported the heliocentric theory first proposed by Nicholas Copernicus. The idea was simple but revolutionary. Earth moves around the sun. It sounds normal today, but in Galileo's time, it was explosive because it challenged authority. It challenged tradition. It challenged centuries of accepted belief. The Church accused Galileo of spreading dangerous ideas. He was ordered to stop teaching heliocentrism. But Galileo believed evidence mattered more than opinion. Eventually, he was put on trial by the Roman Inquisition. He was old, tired, facing enormous pressure. He was threatened with severe punishment. To survive, Galileo publicly denied his support for the sun-centered model. Legend says after the trial, he quietly whispered, "And yet it moves." Even if forced to deny it, he knew the truth. Galileo was sentenced to house arrest for the rest of his life. He could not freely publish his ideas. He could not openly teach. But even under house arrest, he continued working, continued thinking, continued writing. His ideas spread across Europe, and slowly, the world began to change. Over time, more scientists confirmed what Galileo had seen. The Earth does move around the sun. The universe is vast. Humanity is not at the center. Today, Galileo Galilei is called the father of modern science, because he insisted on something powerful: observe, measure, question, prove. Galileo teaches us something timeless. Truth does not change, even if people refuse to accept it. Facts do not disappear because they are uncomfortable. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is standing by evidence, even when the world pushes back. He looked through a telescope and changed humanity's understanding of the universe. And maybe the next great truth is waiting for someone brave enough to look.